Did you know? The idea for Zootopia came from director Byron Howard wanting to make a movie similar to Disney's 1973 adaptation of Robin Hood. Howard loves animals and making animated features about them, and he felt a strong desire to make another after working on Tangled. Initially, that was the only idea both Howard and his co-director Jared Bush had to go on. The duo did intense research for almost a year trying to find a way to make their movie different from the dozens of other films starring anthropomorphic animals. Howard came up with the idea of having both a talking bunny and fox as the main leads. He loved the concept of having a predator and prey working together. Zootopia wasn't originally set in a city. It actually started out as a spy movie set on a tropical island where the fox and bunny duo would get themselves into trouble. Howard decided to move away from the tropical setting and set the whole picture in a giant city. The idea of unraveling some sort of mystery, which was a part of the spy thriller theme, stuck. Both Howard and Bush started building a world and city that only animals could live in, and they did this mostly on their own. Howard, Bush, and the rest of the creative team investigated how to properly portray a world like that. Most of the research took place in Disney's Animal Kingdom and in Kenya, where animators studied different animals' fur colors and walk cycles. The filmmakers also consulted the Americans with Disabilities Act law specialists, and even heating, ventilating, and air conditioning experts to help develop a city that can host mammals ranging in size and who all live in different climates. Zootopia's urban design was influenced by cities like Las Vegas, Paris, New York City, and Shanghai. The creative team met up with an expert on the evolution of New York City to learn how small sectors like Chinatown and Little Italy came to be. However, they had to make sure that Zootopia did not just feel like an American city. Howard said, "We wanted to make sure that this felt like an international city. It shouldn't feel like an American city. We took influences from Shanghai and Hong Kong, there's European influences. We studied Brasilia, which is a very modern city in Brazil, which was founded in the 1960s, that we felt had to be the ultimate in modern living." The researching process was so grueling that the script was put on hold until the team was able to make everything as accurate as humanly possible. They found that animals in the natural world are 90% prey animals and only 10% are predators. Bush said 90% prey and only 10% predators, and that was really an interesting ratio. We started to look at the animals themselves, how they interrelate with each other. So for us on this one, research really did push a lot of the story. Nick Wilde, the fox, was initially the film's main character, with the bunny, Judy Hopps, being his sidekick. The fox always had to be a charming, sarcastic, likable, and snarky guy who loved to be cynical. It made sense for the bunny to be the total opposite, an optimist, which helped balance the two. However, having the fox as the main character almost ruined the entire movie. Howard and Bush focused on prejudices and biases that humans inherently have, and Zootopia was supposed to showcase this. Both directors thought seeing the city through the eyes of Nick Wilde, who hated Zootopia already, would not work. In order to get their message across, the optimistic Judy Hopps had to be the lead. Even when Nick Wilde was the main character, Judy Hopps kept stealing the limelight and pushing the fox into the background. The movie's focus changed from Nick to Judy sometime in November of 2014. Howard commented on the change, stating, "We asked, what are we saying with the movie? If we're telling this movie about bias, something that is everywhere and in all of us, whether we want to admit it or not, the character that's going to help us tell that message is Judy. She's an innocent from a very supportive environment where she thinks everyone is beautiful, everyone gets along. Then lets Nick, this character who knows the truth about the world, bop up against her and they start to educate each other. When we flipped that, it was a major flip, but it worked so much better." This forced the team to scrap and rework large portions of the film. However, practically everyone agreed that making Hopps the lead would benefit the film in the long run. Disney also decided to add Wreck-It Ralph director Rich Moore to the Zootopia team to make things run a little smoother. Moore was tasked with helping Howard manage all of the changes associated with switching the lead role, and Howard embraced the extra help. Moore also helped ensure the movie's theme and moral message didn't come off as too preachy. For Moore, the real message in Zootopia is that the only person that truly defines who you are is yourself. For Byron Howard, Shakira's character Gazelle is the epitome of what Zootopia, the city, is all about. If you put your mind to it, you can become anything you want, but you'll still face challenges along the way. When Gazelle was first written, she was just a regular famous celebrity, but the character eventually morphed into an individual that speaks 6 languages and is very intelligent and sharp. Gazelle was originally much thinner. The animators worked with Shakira to make Gazelle look more like the pop star. Shakira said, "They asked me what I would like to see, and I told them, listen, first thing, hips, give her some meat." The creative team also came up with several interesting locations in Zootopia the characters would visit, but they didn't make it in the final cut. One such place is Wild Times, where animals could let go and live out their animalistic nature. A predator can chase another animal there, for example, but they had to wear special predator costumes. The creative team was excited about all the locations they had made, but it was a struggle to give these places enough screen time without harming the movie's pacing. The filmmakers believed that they could make entire films set in areas like Sahara Square, Tundra Town, Rainforest District, and Bunny Burrow. Finding the perfect balance between showcasing what an interesting world Zootopia is, while also telling a proper story, was very important. The filmmakers plan on releasing all of the locations that didn't make the cut in the Blu-ray special features and in the film's art book. Less than conventional methods were used to market the movie. Allied Integrated Marketing, hired by Disney, allegedly appealed to the furry community to help promote the film. An email from an Allied representative was sent to the Seattle-based group Fur Life. The email asked the group to take pictures of themselves in costume and post them on social media with the hashtags Zootopia and ZooU. Furries were even offered prizes for their participation. When questioned about the emails, both Allied and Disney declined to comment on the matter.
Goodness. They really did hire a bunny.
Make sure you subscribe for more facts and trivia, and if you like this video, give it a like. If you want more animated movie trivia, check out the Did You Know Movies video on Shrek. You know what's also kind of like movies? FMV games. Why not check out my Where Are They Now video on FMV Game Stars? Aren't you curious about what happened to the performers of such classics like Phantasmagoria and Night Trap? You know you are. Check it out now on the Pushing Up Roses channel.